Have you ever wondered why, in the face of failure, God continues to have faith in us? Imagine this, a shepherd out in the fields counting his flock of 100 sheep. As he counts, he realizes that one of his sheep is missing. Does he shrug his shoulders, content with the 99 safe and sound in the fold? No. He leaves the 99 and goes in search of the one that is lost. This is a story from the Bible, from the book of Luke, chapter 15, verse 4. It illustrates God's unfailing faith in us, his love for each one of us, even when we fail or lose our way. Picture Peter, one of Jesus' closest disciples. He was a man who walked on water, who had the faith to step out of a boat in the middle of a stormy sea. Yet when the moment of truth came, Peter denied Jesus not once, not twice, but 3 times. But Jesus, knowing Peter's heart and his potential, did not abandon him. Instead, he continued to have faith in him, and Peter went on to become one of the pillars of the early church. Then there's the story of King David, a man after God's own heart. Yet he sinned greatly. He committed adultery and murder. But when confronted with his failures, David repented, and God, in his infinite love and mercy, forgave him. Despite his failures, God's faith in David never wavered. And let's not forget Jonah, who ran in the opposite direction when God called him to go to Nineveh. Jonah ended up in the belly of a giant fish. But even then, God did not give up on him. He delivered Jonah and used him to bring an entire city to repentance. These stories, these people, they were not perfect. They failed. They made mistakes. Yet God's faith in them never faltered. He saw their potential, their heart, their capacity to grow and change, and he sees the same in us. To summarize, the key points that we've touched on are: 1. God is like the shepherd who leaves the 99 to seek the one lost sheep. He will not give up on us, even when we lose our way. 1. Like Peter, we may deny or doubt God in moments of fear or uncertainty, but he knows our hearts and potential. His faith in us remains unshakable. 1. Like David, we may fail and sin greatly, but with a repentant heart, we find that God's faith in us is steadfast. 1. Like Jonah, we may run from what God calls us to do. Yet even in our disobedience, God's faith in us does not waver. Through these stories, we see that our failures do not define us in God's eyes. His faith in us is unwavering. His love for us is unconditional, and his grace is sufficient for us in every season of life. No matter how many times we stumble or fall, God is there, cheering us on, believing in us, and loving us unconditionally. He has not given up on us, and he never will.